Okay, everybody, I'm going to walk you through the newest feature in Apple Classroom called Agendas, which I think will be really a great tool to use with your students and a great addition to Apple Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Apple Classroom. And if you see on the left-hand side, you have classes and you have agendas. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Agenda. And you have to give it a name. So I'm going to say typing practice grade 1. I'm going to tap create. And then what it does is it brings you up to this next page. This is your agenda page. And I'm just going to simply put in where it says untitled, please complete. And if you look on the right hand side, it gives you a timer. So just thinking out loud, this would be great for possibly a do now, or check for understanding in the middle of a lesson, or possibly like an exit ticket at the end of a lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the timer, and I'm going to set it for 5 minutes. And then underneath the timer where it says when ends, if I tap on it, you have an alert or do nothing. I'll tap the alert. There's something called auto advance. I don't have to worry about it right now. And then underneath in the blue, it says add action. So then it brings you to what looks very similar to what we've seen before, open, which would be your apps. And when you're doing this, you have to make sure that the student apps, the app that you're using is on the student devices. If not, it won't work. You could also navigate a website through Safari, and then you have lock, unlock, mute, and hide. So I'm going to go ahead and click on open. And I'm going to scroll down to, I want my students to practice typing. So I'm going to choose Animal Typing Light. So then it appears there, all students. So the action, open. So I could also lock their iPads. I could lock them into it for 5 minutes. I could say lock in app, and then group. I don't want all my students, so I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side, and I'm going to tap on School 5 Technology Grade 1, and just tap on that. So that would pull up my students, and then, or that particular class. And then what I would do when I'm ready to begin my class, I would tap on the timer to begin. And then when the 5 minutes is up, the alarm would go off, and then we would continue on with our lesson or whatever we're doing. Again, it's a very new tool in Apple Classroom. It's called Agenda. It just updated right before we ended the end of May, so I really didn't have a chance to look at it, to use it with my students. But again, thinking out loud, I think this would be a great management tool in your classroom for your students. Okay.